Okay, so here is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out why people wear the clothes that they wear and what that means. Like, did I subconsciously get dressed in this scarf today knowing that it would leave an impression on someone? Or is it just so inherent in our nature that we don't even care what we wear anymore? But I don't think that's the case. I think everything we wear sends a message and that our clothes speak for us. So I'm going to take us on a journey, and my own personal journey, into understanding the fashion industry and why we wear what we wear. So the very first thing before I even go anywhere and begin this investigation into fashion, I need to learn about the fashion industry, about the designers and the manufacturers, and just the beginning and basis of fashion and clothing, because it comes from the designers and that's where it all begins. So let's learn about the designers, why they design, and who they design for. Because designers have their own aesthetic and their own girl and their own person that they know they're designing for. And I think that, and knowing the distinct styles of the designers, will be the key into learning why people wear what they wear and what speaks to them and what clothing ultimately says about you.
Fashion isn't a necessity, nobody needs it, but they want it. And as long as you can create something that someone wants, then you're doing the right thing.
I think the great thing about fashion is that it's changing all the time, and the people in the industry are just kind of crazy enough to kind of go along with the ride.
The statement was, art is fashion. Hair is fashion. Fashion is art, is Max's Kansas City, is the Chelsea Hotel, is not established.
My mission in life is to empower women. And I do it through fashion, to making them look good and sexy and beautiful.
L'élégance Chanel, c'est une attitude, un esprit, c'est une certaine abnégation d'une féminité à froufrou.
I don't think it's necessary to identify one specific woman, but it's the quality, it's a quality within several women that needs to come forward, and be noticed and recognized. I think this woman wants to be seen and she wants to be noticed, whether it's because of the handbag she's carrying or the coat she's wearing, or all of the above. And so again, there's nothing kind of apologetic or shy about it. She's strong, whether she's gentle or whether she's youthful or more mature, whatever. She's definitely an extrovert. And I think we really do have a checklist of what one has to be. I mean, we look for people who are passionate, who certainly share perhaps a certain aesthetic, but also who bring something, and who are, very kind of, I think, self-stimulated, I guess I do look for people who are very proactive and who like to, don't sit around and wait for direction, but who are, interested in culture and art, and who enjoy making things. I mean, I guess that's the way I could reduce it to the base level, is like, I like people who want to create.
We talked about this girl who, was kind of cool and sexy and maybe put herself together with an individual sense of style.
I looked at a lot of work, and I laid everything out on the floor, and I made a first edit and a second edit and a third edit, and again, it was just what really came out at me, no matter how many times I moved them around and rearranged it and thought about it. I mean, I personally can relate, whether it's my vision or somebody else's vision, I really relate to a very full picture, and I think each one of them, in their own way, had a very clear and full and focused picture of what they'd like their work to be, how they'd like their work to be seen. Fashion isn't a necessity, nobody needs it, but they want it. And as long as you can create something that someone wants, then you're doing the right thing. I've become much more interested in creating a fashion show that has an environment, that transmits a mood, and casting it in such a way, and sort of constructing almost a little piece of theater, which is just that moment or that spirit that I feel like I want to project. Because at the end of the day, they're just jackets and coats and dresses and skirts and shirts, pants. But I think what gives them, or what gives people a dream, and what makes people covet and want them, is that you're giving them so much more than that, that you're giving them something that to think about or to dream of. Or I try not to invest too much heaviness in something that I think is really about pleasure. I get dressed in the morning because I enjoy it, not because I, have to, although I certainly have to, because as much as I'd like to run around naked, I just don't think that would fly. So,
How do we make this feel like a continuation of last season, but completely different? Well, let's start with spring, and let's kind of Xerox it, make it gray and black, and maybe add a little mauve and green for a tint. We revisited lots of past collections, and we stretched them east, west, north, south, and it just grew. I mean, everything just kind of became bigger and bigger and bigger every day. There's this feeling of like ghosts of New York a little bit, and references to Lydia, the character in Beetlejuice, and Christina Ricci, both who were in like my ad campaign, and dark characters that I've always loved. We talked to Francois and Guido, and we all collaborate on the hair and makeup and everything, and we just said, okay, we wanted all these creatures, these fashion creatures, Everything that's in the show exists in 3 sizes, and they were all in the show, so it wasn't like we did one thing for the show and then there's another thing in the showroom. Everything was mixed in. There were very small sweaters, there were medium-sized sweaters, there were large sweaters, and it's the same thing with the dresses. When I saw some of the handbags, I loved them so much, and I kind of loved this idea of like this bourgeois, New York, gothy, downtown, matron, all those things were like. I always feel that fashion show should be some sort of a theatrical experience.
I have to have a theme, I have to have a story, I have to have a reason. It's really fun when you're in a job where you can be truly inspired and it ends up hanging on the racks or hanging on a wall, and it really is your pure inspiration.
But like glamour girl, but a bit edgy and a little bit punk.
I prefer to travel most of all, work most of all. I don't compute. I'm illiterate like that. No computer. I don't like the da-da-da. I just don't like that media. We can't express ourselves with how we cook, how we decorate, and what we wear. There's no place left. So it never occurred to me to design. Never. Go to the movies and see my clothes in them, and I literally went to see Easy Rider, and the 2 hookers, the Karen Black and the other girl, they're wearing my paraphernalia dresses. The statement was, art is fashion. Hair is fashion. Fashion is art, is Max's Kansas City, is the Chelsea Hotel. The only time I panic about what am I going to wear is when I have to do a red carpet thing. end of the day, you are on the line. I mean, you can't avoid it if you're trying to communicate. Communicate with your clothes, communicate with your videos, your photography, your writing. You got to put yourself out or you kind of don't exist.
The idea for me in the beginning was always two things. It was always to tell a story and to build a connection with the customer and an audience. I think if you don't have those two things, for me, in my opinion, it's not worth it. There always has to be a reference to something that I feel where there's a comfort level, and by that I mean, my roots and kind of pieces that I like are always very heavily rooted in sportswear and this idea of ease and this idea of items that people love to wear and can relate to. There's this idea of elevating the everyday that I've always been attracted to. The sweatshirt just immediately kind of, everyone, when they think sweatshirt, they probably think for the majority, they're sitting at home watching TV on their couch and they're throwing on their comfiest pair of sweatpants and sweatshirt, so, but then, the idea that you can take that item and that reference and apply it to something completely abstract, but still have that connotation and that reference, I think is, I don't know, it's interesting. And it's much more about pairing an aesthetic than it is about, a price. Step into my temple and you see me on my throne. Gold on the dome, dome. If you don't like it, then I'm gonna change your tone. Warriors, yo, get your freak on. You don't need money cause you won't be alone. Yo, I get you in the zone. You don't need money cause you won't be alone. I would say I'm rarely the kind of designer that would say, I'm going on this trip and this is going to be what I'm going to dedicate next season to and go from there. It usually starts with a very abstract feeling or reaction to kind of what we've done before or previously, and then we build from there. We come in every single day and the direction will change, probably, most likely, and it'll say, I saw this napkin. I love the way that it ripped, and then we should do that on a hem. Oh wait, but I thought we were talking about very clean lines. Well, then we need to make the clean line look like the ripped lines. The fashion is very much like a melting pot that is looking at music a lot more, is looking at art a lot more, is looking at, theater. Music and musicians are probably one of the most inspiring things for me.
I can make the work stretch in the rental. If you want it, you can get it by the bundle. Slinging pounds from the trap to the condo. I keep it wrapped.
There's a lot more of a opportunity to put a designer aesthetic into different price points now, because the way that the fashion industry has really kind of opened up and grown, and for me, it's always been about that. It's always been about, this is the kind of product that I want to design and this is who I want to wear it, and if they can't afford it, then it's not doing anything. It's, it's sitting in my showroom.
Chef game, pimp game, Betty Crocker. So brown, so smooth, on your mama. You can never get this love from your mama. When you call, I come, no drama.
I think a lot of people look at me and, look at my age, and they have immediately this perception of the brand, being, what it is. And sometimes our customer is a lot younger, and sometimes our customer is a lot older. And I think that's what's so great, and what inspires me every day is that, our brand really is much more about a sensibility and an attitude, and, it's not defined by where you live or how old you are or, what your cultural background is. Much more about pairing an aesthetic than it is about, price.
The most important thing is the woman. The only thing I want is make the woman be beautiful. In order for a woman to be beautiful, she has to feel beautiful. In order to feel beautiful, she has to have soft fabric. Her body must be arranged. I mean, it's all about feeling comfortable and feeling confident. Then you have the color. Then you have the silhouette. Then you have the print. And all of it makes the dress. Fashion is a very, very, very mysterious thing. It's like l'air du temps. You can't really describe it. Even if there were no designers, nobody would design anything anymore. There would still be fashion. Still, all of a sudden, people would either wear long or short. It would just happen. There's no... Everybody has a different, you know, you get different ingredients and you play with it. I think the most important is to be honest with yourself. The most important relationship in life is the relationship you have with yourself.
Listen, it's very simple. DVF is two things: desirable and accessible, right? It's supposed to be your friends. So you open your closet, you have to go to a meeting, you have to ask for a raise, you have to a job interview, or you want to get laid, whichever. Is to be able to bring you in and to establish intimacy. And that I am definitely. I love intimacy. All I want for women to be, my big, huge umbrella, my big, huge theme is be the woman you want to be.
So as I've done research on designers and, you know, the people who are the ones who supply us the clothes and create the clothes and dream it up, I really landed on 4 designers who really kind of inspired me and stood out to me because they all have their own design aesthetics, and they all are their own people individually as a person, independent from each other and as a whole in society. And they all knew who they were designing for and who they wanted to dress, and, you know, the type of person who would wear their clothes. You know, Betsy Johnson, just absolutely crazy. Her clothes, I mean, she's wild. And people who wear her clothes are wild and want to stand out and want to be noticed and be seen as bright and bubbly and vivacious. And, you know, Marc Jacobs is so determined and powerful and is speaking in just his own person. And I feel like that really translates to his clothes. And, you know, I fell in love with the elegance of Chanel. It's just so timeless. But Diane von Fossenberg, oh my goodness, she loves the woman and women's bodies and making women feel powerful. But I think that becomes, you know, and it comes from the fact that she's a powerful person and she, you know, is in tune to herself. And it's really inspiring to see how that translates into her clothing. And even though, like Marc Jacobs said that at the end of the day, they're just boots and bags and jackets and shirts, he also said that, you know, they're powerful and they're fashion because a personality is added to them, a story and meaning is given to clothes. And partly because the designers give it that meaning, but we give that meaning to them too, and we buy it and we say, this fits me, this fits my personality. So after learning all of this and learning that designers, you know, design with a person and an aesthetic and a meaning and a idea of what they want to convey in mind, I feel I can move forward in my research and figure out, you know, what people, regular average people think and know. Because on a professional level in industry, yeah, it's there. But does the average person know that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. In first beginning this documentary, I thought, where is the first place I need to go to learn about fashion, to learn about why people buy things, and where is a place that I can actually go now? And so I thought the mall. So I took myself, my cousin, and my friend to the mall to explore and go shopping and check out the stores and learn a little bit about why people maybe buy clothes that they buy. Cal, what type of person would wear a dress like that?
Definitely too fat for it.
Okay, I need to ask like a serious question. What type of person would wear a dress like that?
A skinny person. Tall, skinny.
What type of personality?
Tall, skinny.
So why are you putting this dress back?
I'm trying to branch out.
Why do you think that dress is perfect for you?
I don't know, I just have a bunch of them. It's very flattering on me.
When people see you in it, what do you think they think?
I don't know, I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. They really fit my style, but like I'm too fat to wear them, so like I'd look really stupid in them.
So I just got home from the mall and I learned that people are rude and that they don't want to be interviewed on camera if they don't personally know you. So my attempt to ask people why they wear the clothes they wear and why they're buying what they're buying didn't really pan out, but I think next I'm going to go into the hallways of school and hopefully that my peers will be nicer in answering questions. But the mall, it was such an interesting experience, just being able to ask Maddie and Nina the questions I asked them and getting their responses. I think it's really going to drive the direction of where I go next, because apparently I'm not the only one who hasn't always thought deeper about their clothes. Sometimes you buy something just because it's cute, but it's cute. That says something, and what does it say? So I'm going to keep discovering that and keep learning that, and hopefully keep trying to find that. So today was my day that I went into school and I kind of guerrilla style asked people, questions about why they are wearing what they wear, what made them decide to wear that today, and what do they think that people would think about their clothes. So right now, I really hope you can hear me. I'm sitting in drama class and I just think it's so interesting to look around the classroom and see everyone and what they're wearing, especially I think in a theater environment you get a lot of interesting people, and it's just, you see the trends and you see the styles, but you see individual spins on it. So what made you wear your outfit today?
So today I had powder puff practice and I decided not to change. And that's why I'm wearing this.
So what do you think people will think about your outfit and you and your day?
They'll think I'm bumming it today. And I would agree.
So what made you decide to wear the outfit you're wearing today?
Because it's cold outside and I found these shorts and I was like, hey, it matches.
What do you think people will think about your outfit?
They're probably going to ask me why I'm wearing shorts because it's cold outside.
Awesome, thank you. So what made you decide to wear the outfit you wore today?
I wanted to be comfy and it's cold outside.
So what do you think people will think about your outfit?
She looks comfy.
You have really awesome pants. What made you decide to wear that really cool pattern?
I just really like elephants.
Awesome. Megan, what made you decide to wear the outfit you're wearing today?
I really want to go to James Madison.
Alex, what made you decide to wear the outfit you're wearing today?
Because I'm a jiggy, wavy dude who loves Dreamville, J. Cole.
What made you wear the outfit you're wearing today?
Well, it looks pretty fresh.
Why do you always need a
I think it looks pretty good.
So you want people to think that you're put together and you're fresh and you're hip?
Yeah, I want people to see him and think yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, judging by his clothing, by the apparel that he happens to wear sometimes.
Why did you wear the outfit you wore today?
So I wanted to be comfortable and...
What do you think it says about you?
I'm comfortable.
So Deirdre, why are you wearing the outfit that you were wearing today?
I'm wearing this outfit because I like it, and I like this shirt, and I like this shirt, and I like my pants, and I like my shoes.
What do you think that your outfit says about you?
I don't know.
Why did you wear the outfit you wore today?
Because I didn't do laundry.
So what do you think that says about you, your clothes?
The clothes that I'm wearing right now?
Yeah.
No. I'm fashionably lazy.
Kevin, why are you wearing the outfit you decided to wear today?
I'm wearing this outfit because I didn't have these shoes. I left these shoes at my friend Nina's house. Okay, I left those shoes at my friend Nina's house, which forced me to wear these shoes. And I based my entire outfit off these shoes.
So when you walk around school and you see people looking at your outfit, what do you think that they think your outfit represents about you?
They definitely think that I'm a tourist. They think that I'm from Cuba, which is good. But I feel like this outfit really says that I'm cute and whatever. No, I don't know. I haven't really put much thought into like what people think about my outfit because I think my outfit looks cute. So I'm good with that. I like the shirt.
So why did you decide to wear the outfit you wore today?
I like it.
What do you think it says about you? Lucky, why are you wearing the outfit that you're wearing today?
Because I don't do my laundry and I don't wear pants. And this is the only thing I can find in the morning.
What do you think your outfit
Came in
says
late,
about
too.
you?
I think it says that
You're
what does it
spunky.
say? I'm spunky.
You got dressed with Converse.
Yeah, I'm spunky.
Is that how you want to be represented and perceived?
What is this for?
My documentary. So why did you wear the outfit you wore today?
Because I felt like it.
What do you think your outfit says about you?
I don't know.
Okay, so here I am sitting in school and I've been asking people all day about what they're wearing and why they're wearing it. And a lot of the times it's just been because it's cold outside or it's warm outside or I wanted to be comfy. But what does that mean? Like, you have to have more. There has to be... Jakari, I have a question for you.
Question.
Why did you pick the outfit you wore today?
Because I am inspired by very, neutral colors. So like, I thought about Rihanna. You know how she used basic colors, and like Kanye. You know how they use like those basic colors.
Yeah, like monochromatic palettes too.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
So I just
Jakari.
decided to go all, what is this color? Beige or whatever.
Awesome, I love it. Paige, why did you decide to wear the outfit you're wearing today?
So basically, I woke up with 10 minutes to spare and I was really tired, and I like to express my mood in my fashion, and this represents my bad mood and how I'm probably going to have a horrible day, but it counts as fashion because it expresses my mood.
I love it. Thank God for Jakari Jeffries. Everyone, just cute, because I felt like it. Jakari had some serious thought behind his outfit, and so did Paige. Paige knew exactly what her outfit was saying, and she consciously made that decision. So why aren't more people doing that? Why don't more people realize that that's exactly what they're doing? Maybe I need to be asking what people think of others instead, because I know when I walk down the hallway I make assumptions based on people's clothing. Everyone does, based on someone's appearance, and it's not necessarily right or correct or the best thing you can do as a person. But I see someone bumming it, I think, oh, they probably woke up late, or they're having a bad day, or maybe they're just a bum, and vice versa for someone who's put together. So maybe to get the answers I want and to prove that people judge you off your clothes, I need to be asking about others, because apparently self-reflection isn't something that we do as teenagers. But that's okay. So inspired by New York fashion and decided to take a nice break in this really cute park and talk to you about what I'm seeing and what I'm inspired by here in New York. And it's not the nicest weather. It's jacket weather, kind of rainy, kind of gross. So most of the people are bundled up nice and warm in gray things kind of like I'm wearing. Some are cute, like I think mine is, and some are maybe not so cute. And even again, that says something. I put more effort into what I wear and my clothing, and I think we keep coming back to, you know, when people see me on the street, they know I care, and maybe if they have enough time, they can form an opinion about me and about what I'm wearing. The one thing I've noticed is that even in the midst of the sea of gray and all of these people, there occasionally is this one person whose outfit is just so beautiful, I have to stop and just be like, wow, your outfit is so cute and so good. And I think, you know, who is this person's life? Like, they must have money, or maybe they don't. And it just formulates this whole entire story. And what, I passed them on the street for 5 seconds? It's crazy. And in the city that's so huge, it's amazing to me how few people stick out. But I guess that kind of makes sense. I've been going through and I've been guerrilla style not really attacking people, but filming people and sniping people, and every time I see an interesting outfit that stands out, even if it's, you know, just bold and bright, or if it's really well styled, I'm just so drawn to it. And I want to show you guys that when people wear clothes that say something or have a purpose or are purposeful, that your eye is drawn to it, and it creates a whole life and a whole story for that person. So maybe to get the answers I want and to prove that people judge you off your clothes, I need to be asking about others. Because apparently self-reflection isn't something that we do as teenagers. But that's okay.
I think she's like a secretary.
Secretary.
I say sexy librarian, porn star.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that. No, I feel like she's like a secretary by day, but then like by night she's like an escort.
She's definitely,
right?
But like a really high class.
But like she's a class. She's not a hoe. Can I say that?
She seems confident. And
Yes. Yeah,
she
definitely.
knows
I mean,
herself.
I'm living. She loves herself.
Yeah.
And I'm either she loves herself or she has some really bad confidence issues, and she's trying to like make up for that with
But right now
with
with
her
this
body.
stance, it feels like she loves herself.
I mean, I feel like
Oh
also
yeah,
depends
summertime,
Very
like
confident
she's
with
having
that.
fun.
Maybe she's going to like a barbecue or like a really high class one.
Why would you wear that to a barbecue?
How do you think
maybe a
she
beach.
spends? Oh, you said club.
Yeah.
How do you
it
think
looks
she
like she's
spends her free time?
I mean, she looks like a hardworking woman who like likes to party.
Yes.
Ooh, this one's my
that's
favorite.
me.
All right, I'm pretty sure I wore this to a father-daughter dance when I was in the 4th grade.
Okay, so what type of person is she?
She's a fun person.
She's fun.
She really-
She does not care about anyone else's opinion at all. You cannot say that.
I'm doing an interview right now. She's definitely somebody who does not take life seriously. She loves a good coffee.
She does.
So she was probably a hard worker.
She has like a 9 to 5, but like this is like.
But a 9 to 5 at a clowning school.
No.
That's what we call fashion.
What's
Going later. This girl,
Is this
in
a
middle
Halloween
school.
costume?
It's a grown woman.
In 2000.
Okay,
So
and now this woman.
This girl is she is cosplaying the girl from Big Blue Couch or
So
whatever
she looks
that
like
was.
she's dressing like a character?
Yeah. I think it's Halloween maybe.
What if I told you that she wore that every day?
Wow.
I think she's very spunky.
Fun. I think she's a good time.
Spunky.
I feel like she's shy. I feel like she's a little geeky.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
She is-
She's killing that
I
red
love
hair. That red lip, honey.
All right. She definitely did not graduate high school.
So proud of my
Definitely did not graduate high school.
No, I'm just kidding. She
We're
probably is in college for being an art student, let's be honest.
I feel like
I
she's
feel
very
like she goes-
hipster. She's on Tumblr.
Yeah, she goes to NYU, and she's an arts major. I can see it in
I
her.
said that too.
Did you really?
Yeah. I think
All
she.
right, great minds think alike. Wow.
I think she's a lesbian.
Oh, you think she's lesbian? What kind of music does she listen to?
Oh, definitely alt punk rock. Like,
my God, yes.
Country.
Sleeping with Sirens.
Country.
No.
She wants to like make you think that she wouldn't listen to country, but I bet she.
What type of personality do you think that girl has?
Emo.
Ah, what type of job do you think she has?
What time of job?
What type of job?
She probably works like at a supermarket, or she's like a tattoo artist or something, like a CD.
Ah.
She's preppy,
Crappy.
ready for the job.
Crappy and ready. What do you think her job is?
She's probably like a businesswoman or a lawyer.
Oh, she's
Definitely
so
a porn
cute.
star. Definitely. This is on the set of a porn for sure. Look at her. She's not going out like
She's
this.
about to go on a cruise with her husband Brad.
No, not her husband. Her like
Her
daddy.
boyfriend Brad.
her affair that she's having
Yeah.
with her husband.
So I just went on a run. That's not really the point. But as I was reflecting during my run, I was thinking about how everyone in the reviews was just so mean and so critical when they saw someone's outfit. Like, they instantly thought that they knew that person. And I was just so surprised and so taken back. And as I was running in my really bright running shoes and my cute outfit, if I do say so myself, I thought, what are people thinking about me right now as I'm running? And I mean, just some of the things people said were just so... I was taken aback by some of them. Like, you don't know that person yet. You're saying all these really mean things sometimes. And I just think it's crazy. And I think, honestly, that proves my point. And I think I got my answer in this entire documentary, that you really do judge people based on their clothes. And at first, during the first part, I was a little nervous that I wouldn't find that answer and I wouldn't be able to discover that. But I did. And you guys proved it for me. And I'm so happy and so excited that I was right. And I think it's really interesting and really neat to see that what you wear does matter. But because I don't think I'll have enough time in my documentary as of right now, even though I found my answer, I think I have one more experiment up my sleeve. So I just got finished with transforming into all these different looks, and when I was doing that, I didn't really feel any different in every outfit. I felt the same from one to the next. It didn't change how I felt about myself. But when I was watching the recording back, I was like, wow, that's ooh, like ooh. And I mean, all of the outfits, every outfit came from my own closet. And so one day I could show up to school dressed like that. And I mean, I guess people would have the same opinions of me that they had of the people when I showed them the pictures, but I understand why. After watching myself back, I saw the difference within myself. And again, I mean, that just proves my entire point. Fashion means so much. The clothes you wear are an unspoken introduction to yourself. It's a whole entire conversation before you can even say hello.
Fashion isn't a necessity, you know, nobody needs it, but they want it. And as long as you can create something that someone wants, then you're doing the right thing.
I think the great thing about fashion is that it's changing all the time, and the people in the industry are just kind of crazy enough to kind of go along with the ride.
The statement was, art is fashion. Hair is fashion. Fashion is art, is Max's Kansas City, is the Chelsea Hotel, is not established.
My mission in life is to empower women. And I do it through fashion, to making them look good and sexy and beautiful.
L'élégance Chanel, c'est une attitude, un esprit, c'est une certaine abnégation d'une féminité à froufrou.
You know, like I said earlier, I was nervous that at first, you know, when I went to the mall, it wasn't quite the responses I want. And even in the hallways, it wasn't what I was expecting. But eventually, you know, when I learned to ask the right questions, I think I got the true answer. So the next time that you decide to bum it, or wear all black and heavy makeup, or go crazy and bright, and think about what that says about you. And I'm not telling you to change your outfit. I think that you wear what you wear because you like it and you feel confident in it. I'm just saying maybe you ought to think or put some thought into what that says about you, and if that's the message you want to portray, go ahead and portray it by all means. I think what everyone has to say is important and beautiful, but just be aware that your clothes speak for you. Thanks for watching.